everyone and welcome to my studio. Today I'm working on something I'm trying to develop into, well, not even a pattern yet, into something that I can wear. A wrap style top, but with maybe a peplum hem. Something that I can wear with my jeans. I don't want like a wrap, just a wrap top. I want something that's got a little bit of waist length to it. And I've been drawing sketches and what have you, so today I thought, well, I'll bite the bullet and try and draft something. So today's video is me working here in my studio, working on kind of a mock-up. I'm just going to be using some mock-up fabric. I'm not going to be making the full thing today, so I thought I'd take you with me, and I'll also show you what I've been doing on the Dixie dress. I've been developing a longer sleeve on that. If you're one of my patrons, you will have already seen behind the scenes of me working on that, but I thought I'd show you what I've got done so far on that. Grab a coffee and I shall see you in a moment. So before we get going today, firstly, I'm not feeling 100%. I've got either the symptoms of flu coming on, or hopefully it's not the dreaded C word. So I'm not feeling 100% brilliant. But we'll just plod on. So I'm going to take you to the overhead camera and show you what I've got sketched out so far. I don't even know if it's going to work. Take you along with me and yeah, just follow along with me today. So let me just move the Dixie out of the way. So I've kind of drafted a wrap top. So I want the wrap to go from the front. So wrap from the front, and that's basically in my head, that's the idea. I'll show you the diagram. So I've kind of roughly sketched what I'm kind of got in my head, the idea in my head. So it's the built-in sleeves, because I don't want to be faffing about with any sleeves while I'm working on this prototype, shall we say. So I've kind of done with built-in sleeves, and I've got the wrap at the front, and then I fancy some kind of peplum. At first I was just going to do like a flounce peplum, but then I've just kind of gone with something like the sketch here. So I thought, well, if I see how this works, and then if it works, then I can change the peplum to a flouncy type. So basically this is the beginning, shall we say, of what I'm trying to achieve. So that's what I've got roughly sketched on the back. So as I say, there's my wrap. So there's the back. And obviously it's going to be cut on the fold, and I've got my back dart in. So there's the back, and then there's the front, which I have, need to put a bit more sellotape on there. So there's the front. So I've kept my dart, and I've just drawn like a curved line. As I say, I have no idea what it's going to look like, so I'm going to work on like a mock-up of it today, try it on, see what I think, and if I like how it's turned out, then obviously I'll develop it, because I would like ultimately to make it like a double-sided wrap top, so you can like have two fabrics going on, one on the inside, one on the outside, and then you just flip it and have a different type, you know, different look top. But that's down the line, so we'll walk before we can run, I think, on this one, because this is obviously testing my skills completely. And yeah, so there is the front, and then from there I have got a peplum. So I've just kind of closed my dart on the back, and then I've kind of drew a peplum, and obviously this is the back, so it's going to be on the fold for the back. And then for the front, again, close my dart. Sorry for sniffing. And this is the bit that's kind of making me scratch my head a lot. So I have got my peplum. So obviously it's a wrap top, so I'm going to have two, obviously, right and a left and a right. So I've got my peplum, which I want it like overlapping. So one side of the peplum will go from, let me see, so that's, yeah, so this side of the peplum, it will have that one. This is the under peplum, and obviously on the other side of the wrap, that is my other peplum. And when the front crosses over, the peplum should look like this. I've got my centre fronts, so obviously wrap it over and it should look like that. That's the theory. So that's as far as I've got. Like I said, I had a lot of head scratching. Originally I had my peplum shorter on one side because I wanted it to maybe look a little bit like asymmetric, but then obviously it was shorter than the back, so it would have looked a bit odd. But you know, I couldn't do that, so I've had to lengthen the side on the under peplum to match the back. This side matches the back, but obviously that side didn't, so I had to match that, and then I've just like kind of brought it in. So I need to next cut it out on just some of my fine muslin cotton that I've got to use for like a mock-up type of thing, and try it on and see what it's like. And then if I've got it kind of right, then I can obviously down the line develop it and use two fabrics. Like I said before, the idea is to maybe, say for example, two different coloured ginghams, pink and a red or whatever. You could have like pink on the wrap, and then if you fancy the next day you could turn it the other, it's like double-sided, turn it around, then you've got like the red gingham or whatever, floral and what have you. So that's what the idea I've got in my head. It's just getting out of my head onto paper, from the paper onto the toile, put it on Mabel and see what it looks like, and obviously try it on myself as well. So next up I'm going to go and get my mock-up fabric. So I've just got this roll of fine cotton. So I'm just going to cut it out. Obviously I'm not going to line it or anything, because obviously you can either have it double-sided or lined, which would finish off all the edges. I wasn't planning on doing a facing, but that's something else I can obviously work out whether I like this. First, well, I have no idea, so let's just do what I've got, and then if I like how it looks on me or how it looks on Mabel, then I can either go for like a double-sided, sort of fully lined, or I can create a facing. So yeah, so let's cut it out and see what it looks like. So I'm just, as I say, I'm just using my scrap fabric. See what I can get cut out. So the back needs to go on the fold. I've got all my seam allowances in, so I don't need to add them. So there's the back on the fold. So now I need to put my front peplums. And next I need to cut out the front and the back. Okay, so I've got all the darts made, all cut out. Obviously, I have no idea where it's going to fit me. So I'm going to sew it up, sew the darts. And sew the peplum, attach it all together, try it on, see how it fits. So next thing's up, turn the machine on and sew it up. So I'm just going to pin the bodice pieces first. And then pin the peplums So that's the theory. And then this should fit to the bodice. So we shall see. So I'm going to sew up the side seams, the shoulder seams and the side seams of the peplum. Now obviously my intention is for it to be lined or double-sided, and obviously this mock-up is just one layer. But if it works as I've got in my head, then obviously I can do another video of me making a double-sided one or a lined one, or maybe both. Right, so next up is sew this waist seam and see what it looks like. Right, let's see what it looks like on Mabel first. Let's just take off this dress that I've got on Mabel and let's just try this mock-up, shall we call it. could do with probably a little bit off the back. And that's the under. So that would have to attach to there. And that would fasten to there. Let's pop the pin in. Obviously I'm doing it on like starchy, stiff cotton, so it's a little bit, but obviously just a workable toile. Yeah, looks quite good so far. I'm not sure, I think the peplum might be a bit long. Not sure about that. Curve there. Need to take that curve off and straighten it down a bit. Possibly. I'll try it on me anyway. That's kind of what I had in my head and kind of on my picture. Where's my little scrappy picture? So next thing, try it on. Try it on me. Right, so I'd have to do something there because it's going weird shape. It's coming out, I need it to go more straight. So I need to straighten off those seams there. And obviously I've decided whether I'm going to tie it or maybe button it or hook and eye type of thing on the inside. So, not bad for the first attempt, I think. Just feel as if it's a bit too big here. I'm just looking at the monitor screen of my computer there. So I need to do something with that seam there, I'm not too sure. So I need to bring it in a bit. Yeah, just need to pop a pin in. So I've just had a quick look in my full length mirror, obviously because it's better than looking on my computer monitor. And yeah, I'm not too keen on the different lengths peplum. So I like that length on the under peplum. So I'm going to shorten the front peplum, the top peplum, to match the under peplum. I quite like that length, so I think that'll be nice. There's a weird bit going on here, so I need to straighten off that curve. Goes out a little bit too much, so I'll pop the pin in there. And obviously I've got my jeans on with this bulky belt, so just don't pretend that's not there. But apart from that, I quite like the height of the wrap. It's not too low, I didn't want a low one. Ideal is if I made it for like during the autumn winter, I can wear long sleeve skinny tees underneath. And the idea was I'd have it lined or double-sided so I could swap it over and have a different looking top. Maybe with some nice brushed cotton, maybe a nice fine corduroy, something like that. I think it might be quite nice for a winter type of top. And then obviously in the spring, summer, I can then do lighter weight cottons and linens and things like that. So I'll take it off, put it back on Mabel, try and do a few adjustments, and yeah, so that's my part one, I think this is going to be a few parts. Part one of working on my double-sided, hopefully, wrap top. Okay, so let's pop this back on. I like the way that fits across the bust there. I think that's quite nice. Not sure how I'm going to fasten it yet, and so there, yeah, I'm not keen on that, why that comes out like that, so I need to straighten it off. And I'm not keen on that being different lengths, so I will raise that so it's the same length. Well, just adjust the pattern piece so it matches the same as that one there, but I quite like everything else. Take off a little bit of a curve there. There's a bit of curve going on there. I think I might straighten off that line. Let me have a look at my piece. That's it there. So I think I might straighten that out a bit better so it's more straight. And for the front peplum, I'm going to match. I like the under peplum length, so I'm going to reduce that so they are the same. So I'll just make that shorter and take out that weird curve that I've got on the sides there. I don't know what I did there. But yeah, version 1 of my double-sided, hopefully double-sided wrap top, or well, if it's not double-sided it will be lined, I think. And yeah, so this is a version 1, and I think I will keep you updated and maybe do like a little mini series on this wrap top, because obviously it's not going to be made in a day. It's things I need to work on. So yeah, so that's what I've got so far. And then before I go, I wanted to show you what I've been up to with the Dixie dress. So I shall just quickly take this off. So I know what I'm doing with this on the next version. And we'll put the Dixie dress back on Mabel. So this is going to be my next sewing pattern. And I want it to be able to be worn spring, summer, autumn, winter. So obviously when I did the original Dixie, which is this one, I only did it with the short sleeved. But obviously as I developed things, I just thought longer sleeve would also be a good option, so then you can wear it all year round. I mean, this is done in a needle cord, which can be obviously worn in the winter with a long sleeve tee, but you might also want a long sleeve rather than layering it. And also you could still wear the long sleeve in a cooler fabric for the spring summer. So I just thought I'll give a few more options to the pattern. And also I mean it's absolutely fine, my original, but I've got like an exposed, the elastic is stitched in zigzag stitch, and obviously you've got the exposed elastic on the inside. So I wanted to obviously improve that. So what I did was, obviously if you're one of my patrons, like I said before, you will have seen me working behind the scenes on this. So this is the short sleeve, and I created a facing. So the elastic goes through like a casing, so you've got no exposed elastic on the inside of the sleeve, and you have no like turnover hem or whatever. So it's like a facing. So that is the short sleeve, so it's exactly the same. And then here is the long sleeve. Let me just get the right way around. That's the front, that's the back, so it's this sleeve here. So So let me just pin it on. So I've done the longer sleeve. And again, it's got the facing, so it's like faced, so you don't have any exposed elastic. Obviously, that's just my workings. I'll pull that out so I can reuse it, but it has no exposed elastic and it's got no exposed hem. All nice and neat in facing. Yeah, so that's that, and obviously now I've got my sleeves developed, the facing for the sleeves for the Dixie dress. I can now go on the grading. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I'll be working in my studio, behind the scenes kind of footage of me working on my double-sided wrap top, hopefully. Still got lots of things to do to improve that, but obviously that's a whole idea of working on these like mock-up kind of thing. So I shall keep you posted on how I get on. Might do another video and show you maybe the two fabrics and how it works. I'm not sure how it's going to work. And also my Dixie dress, my next sewing pattern, I think I've mastered the sleeve. I'm much happier with the finish for the sleeve, and also it will be in the shorter length 2 top, and then you'll have the maxi length dress, and then you can mix and match your sleeve lengths depending on the season that you're in. So yeah, so thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video. I hope I'm feeling a lot better on my next one, and I shall see you then with lots of more sewing as usual. Until then, bye for now.